Whew, what a nice start to our day together. Thank you, Holly. Hi, I'm Cindy Smarsh, and I welcome you to the light and love of Unity of Lawrence. We had a great time Friday night. If you didn't come to Unity's Got Talent, I'm sorry you missed a great night. Thank you to all who performed. It was so much fun. It really was delightful. I think I laughed and I cried. I mean, like in the good way, you know what I mean? It was really fun. Thank you all who did that, and Holly for organizing us. Okay, so in Unity we begin everything with prayer. So let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us and listen to this prayer. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world, but we also acknowledge limitless love and our limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation. And so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray one-on-one. If there's anything in your heart to be held in prayer, we invite you to see Cindy, right back there, right over there, after today's service at the front of the sanctuary. Our chaplains will also pray for you during the week. All you need to do is fill out a prayer request, which is on those little purple slips in the chairs in front of you, and place it in the wooden box outside in the foyer. They can also visit you in times of need. Just let the office know, and all your prayers will remain confidential if that is your request. All right, let's get to singing Spirit Alive in Us with Holly.
Let's all stand together as you're able. Okay. Remember, this chorus has a part where you repeat after me. Spirit, you're alive in us. You're alive in us right here. Spirit, you're the light in us, shining bright through us right here. Spirit, you're the love in us, reaching out with every touch. Spirit, you're the voice in us, rising up behind us, yeah. Yeah, we feel it, we feel it, we see it, believe it, it's Spirit, yeah, yes, it's Spirit. That was really great, you guys. Let's say hello to our neighbors. Say hello. home, thank you for being with us as well. We feel it, we feel it, we see it, believe it. It's Spirit, it's Spirit, yeah. And our second verse, Spirit, you're the breath in us, breathing all of us right here. Spirit, you're the grace in us, calming every fear right here. Spirit, you're the peace in us, spreading out across the world. Spirit, you're the power in us, flying like a flag unfurled, yeah. Yes, we feel it, we feel it, we see it, believe it. It's Spirit, it's Spirit, yeah. Oh, feel into that one more time. Oh, yes, we feel it, we feel it, we see it, believe it. It's Spirit, it's Spirit, yeah.
Right. All right, it's time for our unity intentions. Please affirm with me unity's founding principle together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement together. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And our Unity of Lawrence mission statement together. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. Now please welcome our special music guest, Sugarfoot Detour.
You guys are always so kind. It's such a pleasure to be here. I've got CDs back there, and for today, all the proceeds go to the church. So please purchase one. Yeah. Got to get rid of them somehow. Anyway, this is a song that I've done it before, but it's been a while. This song, I wrote this song about our spiritual travels. Everybody is on a spiritual journey, and that's what this is about. Been a long, lonesome time since the morning. I've walked for miles, my feet are burning and bruised. But the path ahead of me seems never ending, a yellow glow that keeps me tattered and used. And the breeze keeps us sifting when the moon starts to glow by the dust out on the road where the weary traveler goes. When the lightning struck the ground, I heard a thunder. The stones came down in a dusty wall. But the sun broke through the clouds and tore asunder the bonds of pain between us all. And the breeze keeps us sifting when the moon starts to glow by the dust out on the road where the weary traveler goes. Softening veils were draped across our stark reality. We've been lost inside a self-inflicted pain. After centuries astride this sparkling stream of misery, I am weak. As he walked into the bar of the prophecy, the truth he told, we're all divine. He carried poor along with all the aristocracy, so we could know he left a sign. And the breeze keeps a sifting when the moon starts to glow by the dust out on the road where the weary traveler goes. Lightning veils were draped across our stark reality. We've been lost inside a self-inflicted pain. After centuries astride this sparkling stream of misery, I am weak.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Well, Jay Pryor is a speaker, author, executive coach, lay member of this congregation, and guess what? The first friend I ever made in Lawrence. Welcome, Jay.
That's true. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I want to just take a minute and be with you for a second. You know, one of the beauties of unity is that we don't tell anybody what their path should be, right? So whatever you want to believe, we want you to know that you are welcome here. And to those of you on Zoom, welcome. And thank you for always putting up with me and my weirdness.
We love it.
Because I always like to start just by being with you for just a minute. We don't be with each other. And last week at one of my spiritual groups, we were talking about an assignment that I got in a leadership group once, where our assignment was to be with every person we encountered that day. To be with the person who's checking you out at the grocery store. To be with, have you ever noticed how we don't be with people, right? So I'm happy to just be with you this morning. And I want to start like I do sometimes, where, first of all, I want to ask you, for us, to talk a little bit, just like a second, about what it is, or who it is, or for you, that is what you would call God. Because oftentimes I like to say, when I say God, you say love. God, love, right? And that's fun because, hey, it's just fun. But also, it reminds us that not everybody is comfortable with the word God, right? When I first came here, I'd been so hurt by religion that I had a little bit of a, still. And so it took me a long time to figure out what is the words that I like to use. And I like to use presence, and I like to use creator. And for me, that presence, though, is what I want to talk about today. So just for each of you, I want you to know that when I say the word God or I say the word love, use whatever word you use, right? And just know that you're welcome to here, right? You're welcome to just use whatever word works for you. So when I was a little kid, we didn't have air conditioning, right? And it was hot in Kansas, right? In the summertime when it gets hot. And my mom, and these are my siblings, by the way. There's 3 of my siblings right here. So welcome, my brother Tom is in town. But my mom used to tell us, if you just lie really still, you will feel a breeze. Lie really still. When we were little kids, she'd say, just lie really still and you'll feel a breeze. Now, I was married, and I didn't get married till I was 36, 37. Was I 37 years old? Right? That's how old I was. I was married, and Jessica and I were out camping one night, and it's so hot, right? And I said, listen, if you just lie really still, you'll feel a breeze. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I said, my mom trained us that if you just lie really still when you're really hot, you'll feel a breeze. And she said, you know, she was just trying to get you to go to sleep, right? And I'm probably 40 by this point, and it had never occurred to me that my mom was just trying to get me to go to sleep. Because I swear to you, if I lie really still, I can feel a breeze. And so can they. We are very trained. And believe it or not, that stillness training has served me very well. Because sometimes it's hard to be still. And one of the ways that we hear Spirit is through being still, right? So before I get any further, I already promised people I was going to bring people in here. So let me do what I like to do. Whew, just take a breath with you. And I like to high-five you're welcome to do this with me, by the way, all the time. But I like to high-five my guardian angel. Bam! High-five. And I high-five my spirit guides. Bam, 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 bam. And I like to bring in all of my family, my other siblings, my mom and dad, my aunts and uncles, and all my great-great-great aunts and uncles. And my Uncle Jim likes to come in. And then I want to invite all of the people who've passed over. And especially today, I have Enola Charity on my mind. Hey, buddy. And I have Joanne, and I have Bev, and I have Karen, and I have Kidney, and I have Vi. I have all those amazing people on the other side that are here with us today. And if you don't know me, one of the ways that I like to listen to Spirit is through what I call them dead people, but people who've crossed over. And our fourth principle is about being in communion with that presence that I swear if I lie really still, I can feel. I started to feel energy in my hands when I meditated, when I started to get myself as still as I could. Several years ago, when we used to have a reverend here who would always constantly driving home, practicing being still. Because I'm not still very much in my life, right? I'm going. And so she used to push prayer, meditation, and silence. Prayer, meditation, and silence. Prayer, meditation, and silence. She called it PMS. Prayer, meditation, and silence, right? And I appreciated that about her because I had not been still up until that point. And I had to practice getting my body really still. But I knew what that was like, right? Because I'd been a little kid. I know how to do that. But I started to feel, and I'd put my hands up like this, I'd start to feel energy and feel the swirl of energy. And now when I'm really, really still, I can feel that. And that is one of the ways that I commune with the presence that I call God, love, is by being still. What other ways do we commune with that presence? Do we commune with that voice? Do we hear it? One of the ways, in our fourth principle, is through prayer and meditation, and we ask and we invite and we sit in stillness and we listen. And for me, the other way that I find that comes to me more often than not are through you, through my friends, through other people. Because our first principle tells us that there is only one presence and one power in the universe, and that's love, the source of all good, or God, the source of all good. And our second principle tells us that if that's everywhere, present all the time, that has to include us. And so do we believe in oneness or don't we? Right? And so when I'm really clear that I am one with all of you, then all of you are the voice of God. Yes?
Yes.
And so when I am willing to be present to that, I will notice that certain things that people say are just for me. And so last week, I had this beautiful experience where I got a lot going on in my life, y'all. I have a lot going on in my life. Some more intense stuff than I've ever dealt with in my life. And yet, this past week, I've been able to be very, very grounded. And part of the reason that I've been very, very grounded is I had the words of God come through a couple of different people, and I snagged it. So a snag, or as Florence Scovel-Shinn would call a lead, is when you hear something and you're like, whoa, right? And when that happens to you, you have that feeling. That's that presence of God that's like, whoa, I should listen to that. And then if you actually do listen to it, because sometimes I go, whoa, and then I go, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to go eat my candy and forget about anything else, right? But this week, I was able to hear a snag. And here's the snag that I heard. Stay focused on your intention, not on your opinion. Stay focused on your intention rather than your opinion. So see, my intention is to be love and be connected and stay connected. My intention is to be in connection. Now, my opinion about your behavior might keep me from doing that. my thoughts and opinions about my own behavior might keep me from doing that. All kinds of opinions are going to keep me out of the world of connection. And this week, because I heard that snag, and because I took that snag in as a message just for me, I lived that this week. And so even though I had all kinds of chaos happening all around me, I've had a great week at being fully present to my intention to connect. Now, I believe that all of us, especially when we come here to Unity every day, we have this intention to connect with spirit, to be spirit, alive with skin, right? That's our goal. So what are some of the things that keep us out of that connection, and how many of them have to do with our opinions, right? My friend Carla today told me, and another person with skin on that is speaking the word of God reminded me that anytime I'm annoyed, I'm judging somebody. Well, damn. I mean, how many judgments are we flying, people? Right? Because over here, right, if I really look at every single annoyance I have as a judgment, wow, okay, I've got some stuff to think about. And for me, once again, that was a snag that had me go, oh, I want to listen to that. Oh, I want to listen to that. So sitting in the silence and being still and feeling messages or asking for guidance and then watching the snags is how I come up here and I start out with, I have no idea what I'm going to say, and I hope by the time I'm done, you've heard the voice of God. Because somebody in this audience needs to hear that, to focus on your intention and not your opinion. Right? Some of you need to hear that today. And so by paying attention to those little snags, I'm able then to continue to grow again and do new stuff and continue to show up here. Sitting in the silence for me is a practice that I have had to continue to work on, and I still, I have a goal to meditate every day, and then I have a bonus goal if I meditate twice a day. I have not hit my bonus goal in a while, right? And at least I have hit my meditate every day goal, because when I don't meditate every day, instead of hearing your words as the voice of God, I hear the chaos, the drama, and I'm led to it, man. And that, I believe, is the human experience that we came here to have. And being able to live from a place where I'm being snagged and guided and into the oneness that I want as spirit often helps me manage this human piece of me. Because trust me, friends, my nervous system has been like a donkey on the edge sometimes lately, right? And we have to be able to, like, for me, I can do all kinds of work up here to solve work up here, and it does not make a difference. But when my brain is spiraling out, my nervous system is spiraling out, my cortisol is high, right? Remember that your cortisol is that amygdala fire that washes out your right and left prefrontal cortex, so then you don't have any executive function, right? When that's high, when all that's firing, if I try to come at it sometimes from a place of more thinking about it, it just exacerbates the situation. And so sometimes what it really takes for me to do is listen. And listen in all the ways that I am guided by Spirit. And a lot of times that's right out of your mouths. And that's why we come here and we do Spirit in community, is so that we can continue to be guided and reminded by each other, right, of who we truly are. And ultimately what we want to get to is a knowing that no matter what, like, we could just grab the popcorn and watch, because no matter what, we're always taken care of. One of my favorite quotes, I'm not a big Bible person, but I do like some of it. And, one of my favorite quotes from the Bible is when Jesus is talking to the disciples and they're worried about stuff. It's about worry, right? And Jesus says to them, "O ye of little faith," like, look at the raven, right? The raven is always taken care of. The raven is always fed. You know, do you not think that I would take care of you any less, right? And so I don't want it to be like, oh, we have to plead or pray to God to have stuff. We want to be in that world of the knowing that we are always taken care of, just like the raven. So one of the opportunities that we have to be able to do that in community is coming up here pretty soon. We have two things. We have a new member class. If you're thinking about becoming a member at Unity, we'd love to have you jump into that class. And they're going to bake you in these principles of Unity, which for me, I love them because they resonate with me. They resonate with my spirit and my soul, and they make damn good sense. Because logic is a factor for me. Like, I want it to make sense, right? But they really resonate with me. And then right after the new member class, we're going to teach a Keys to the Kingdom course. So, Avery, if you would throw that slide up there. The Keys to the Kingdom course is about creating a level of faith in your life, that knowing that no matter what, you are taken care of like the raven. And it's one of the foundational principles of this course is that knowing that quote from Jesus saying, "Look at the raven, are you kidding me? Of course you're taken care of. You don't need to worry about anything." And it's like my favorite stuff, because it also combines these practical steps that we take on, like purging stuff and putting it back into the law of circulation, and actually grounding ourselves in the laws of the universe that make sense, help us stay in that flow. So I hope that this is something that you might consider if you want to up your game around that, knowing that all is really well right now in this moment, as long as I stay focused on my intention to connect rather than my opinion about your behavior and about how people should do their life. Because most of the time, if you read my script, y'all would just behave, right? Just behave. Read my script and behave, right? As long as I'm focusing on you needing to behave for me to be happy, I'm messed up. So I've got to focus on my intention, which is always to be in connection. And when I'm in connection, my opinions fall by the wayside. And this course is going to up your game around connection like nobody's business. I've taught it 3 times, and part of the reason people ask me to teach this class, I say yes, because it makes me do the work. It puts me on the hook to up my own game around my level of connection and my intentionality around that. So this week, I want you to just invite you to consider, if you have an opinion, come up about something and see if you can let go of the opinion and get clear about what is your intention. What's your intention with your family? What's your intention with your job? What's your intention in this moment rather than what your opinion is? And for some of you, I just spoke the word of God.
Brilliant. Because one of the things that I've noticed in my life is that if you work at listening, you pull wisdom through people. Kind of the same thing, but it's so fascinating. Am I hooked up? There we go. Holly's going to help me with this one. And we almost always do this song because it's so appropriate at this point. Be still, meandering mind. Thrive on your absence away from me. Don't throw your wearisome babbles at me. Breathe in slow, opulent light. Exhale the madness of constant thought. Drink from the oceans of wisdom and sumptuous love.
Let the silence begin. Let it flow from within. Hush now, tranquility cradles the depths of your being.
Breathe in slow, opulent light. Exhale the madness of constant thought. Drink from the oceans of wisdom and sumptuous love.
Let the silence begin. Let it flow from within. Hush now, tranquility cradles the depth of your being.
invite you to get comfortable. If it feels good to you, put your feet on the ground. Close your eyes. So we start this time of meditation together. So we're brought into this Om, into that silence. I invite you to imagine a lavender light coming down into your crown chakra. As it comes down into you, into your brain, into your pineal gland, you can feel it kind of hit that pineal gland, a little spurt of light. It's going to start flowing now down over your third eye and over your nose and your mouth. Let that light, feel the warmth of it, like sunshine on a gray day. When that sun first hits you, that warm feeling, feel that light as it comes down over your mouth and past your throat chakra, down around your shoulders, and into your heart chakra. And as it hits your heart chakra, I want you to imagine your heart opening like shutters being thrown up, thrown open. And your heart is now open. And now, as your heart is open wide and bringing in the light, let's be still. As still as you can be in this now moment. And as we sit in this stillness, with our heart chakra open, we can start to feel, if you can, the energy on your skin. If you be really, really still, you can feel that energy start to swirl around your skin and around your hands. As we be still and we know. Be still and know. We have this knowing that we are one and that this connection can guide us, heal us, hold us. We be still and we know. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am. That I am we, as Byron says in his song. Be still and know that I am. So we feel that presence. We be still and we know that I am God. Be still and know that I am love. Be still and know that I am connection. Be still and know in the silence. Now take a minute to thank whatever you want to call your love, your God, your creation, your connection, your oneness. can say some blessings of gratitude and thankfulness that we have a community that we can practice being still, we can practice connecting, we have room to fail. And this week we focus on our intention to connect and to be with each other and know that I am we. And as we come back to this room and space and time, you can wiggle your fingers, come back into this room, and open your eyes when you see fit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God.
We'll just sing, "Be still and know that all is well." Be still and know that all is well. Be still and know that all is well. Be still and know that all is well. We'll do one more time. Be still and know that all is well.
This next song is a song called Quibble, and just so you know, it's on that CD. And the last one we did, too, the meditation song, is on there, and I have to say, it's wonderful having Holly help. On the CD, I was able to get Lana Marie Haas to come in, and so it just delights me to have her on there. But see if I can pull this off. Nothing's gonna quibble with you tonight. Your mind is clear and your head's on right. Manifestations of mercy, polishing your heart, abolishing your pain. Nothing's gonna quibble with you tonight. You wrap the truth in starlight. Peace pulses deep in the shadow, extending the past, awakening our brain. Now you wanna grow, you gotta push it. You wanna know, you can't rush it. What's in your mind's eye, you gotta bring it. You wanna soul fly, then wing it. Open up into the stillness of our soul. Open up into the Nothing's gonna quibble with you tonight. Your primal cry reignites. All passions flow through your spine stream, spiraling into energizing flame. Now teleport into the visceral. Check your dashboard, heart thermometer. Trust your sundial, the yin and yangy thingy, foundation of the natural. Open up into the stillness of our soul. Open up into the still. Thank you.
Well, I feel spoiled rotten. I don't know about all of you. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for your music. Wow. So it's our time of thanks. So please join me as we hold our gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. All right, and while they collect the offering, let's sing with Holly, I am alive with the Spirit of God.
I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive, alive with the Spirit of God. I am 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 alive, alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive, alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive, alive with the Spirit of God.
Great, here's our prayer of thanks. Please listen. We are grateful and we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth only to return again and again, and so it is. Amen. And now for our opportunities. A special welcome to our guests today. Thank you so much for joining us. For more information about Unity of Lawrence and the Unity Movement, please pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. And please welcome Michelle Kirk, our Vice President, for a special announcement.
Ooh, zap. We got some energy. And we have beautiful energy in and through us, no matter where we are. Jerry Shoger's on Zoom right now from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And she is giving a huge gift to Unity of Lawrence because she loves this place and all who serve in it. So Lisa Miller has been huge instrumentally in clearing a storage unit of Jerry's, and we're having a sale this Friday and Saturday right here in our parking lot from 8 to 3 on the 20th and 21st, and all proceeds go to Unity of Lawrence with love from Jerry. And so that statue outside with the lei and the name tag saying yours could be. These beautiful, beautiful drums were gifted by the Navajo in New Mexico to her brother, and she is gifting those to the church. And Lisa came up with a great idea. We have these baby crystals full of love and light and flowing energy. And so we are giving each of you one of them from Jerry's heart to yours to carry with you and spread the good news. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, so exciting. Beautiful. All right. So while you're receiving your beautiful crystal, I'll keep going. So the Sunday Lunch Bunch is meeting at Fields and Ivy today at 706 East 23rd Street. And remember, we have open meditation. You know, Holly, that sounded cool. I think it'd be kind of cool to have a little beat behind the opportunities. It might mix it up a little. Let's mix it up a little. Let's have a little beat going. Yeah, I like it. Did I say open meditation Tuesday at 6:30 with Phil right here? Okay. And to the men and those who identify as male, your fellowship group continues this Thursday at 7 o'clock. Friday night, we have Art in the Now this Friday, September 20th at 6:30. Oh, I'm sorry. Phil is saying no. Okay, sorry, Phil, not tonight, not this Friday night. Not till next month now. Sorry, I have inaccurate information here. Sorry, Phil. Okay, so you'll reconvene in October. Is that what you're telling me? Okay, on Friday nights, Art in the Now. Okay, we have a new member class, as Jay mentioned, that is going to start next Sunday, September 22nd. Okay, and first, right following our service, we're going to watch a film. There's going to be a film shown about Charles Fillmore, American mystic, right after the service. So all of you are welcome to stay and view that if you would like. It's really a brief history of our founders and the Unity movement. And then, following that film, the membership class will begin. Now, membership classes are for those interested in becoming members. It's for anyone interested in learning more about Unity. It's for those of you who really feel you've heard it all and experienced it all and you want to review again. So it's really open to everyone, okay? And there's 4 Sundays in a row. So bring your lunch, and it'll generally start about 12:30. On Potluck Sunday, it'll meet after the potluck, okay? I'd like to introduce you to our class instructor who is new in our community, but not new to Unity at all. This is Reverend Anna Schaus.
Thank you. I am delighted to be able to teach this membership class. Cindy and I went out to lunch, and I introduced myself, and it kind of came up, and we made this agreement. I thought, yeah, I'll be happy to do that. I am Reverend Anna Schaus. I am a Unity minister. I went to school at Unity Village and was ordained in 1995. I was in the same class with, some of you may remember, Reverend Sherry Schultz. All right. So she's a friend and one of my classmates from long ago. I have had a wonderful career in ministry and retired from church ministry 2 years ago, and from Unity of Austin. That was my last ministry. I moved here in August. I went to KU literally 50 years ago. I was in graduate school at KU, and I love Lawrence. So that was moved here in August, and there's so much here. It's just such a rich, wonderful community, and the consciousness in which it was founded, which I'm sure you're all aware of, just continues to reverberate through it, that consciousness of freedom and doing the right thing, that consciousness of integrity. So I am delighted to be here. It's close enough to Unity Village that I go over there and do some things there, and I'm just eager to get to know all of you. So thank you for inviting me to be here. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Reverend Anna Schaus. And I just want to give a shout out to Sharon Dwyer, who's here, who taught this class for us many times and retired this year. Sharon, thank you. Thank you, Sharon. And this is how love works. It brings in someone new who wants to teach, right when someone else is ready to. Isn't that just how it goes? Everything's always happening for us, remember? For us all. Okay, women and those who identify themselves as female are meeting this Thursday, not this Thursday, September 26th. 6:30, and Carla Wakefield will be leading that. There's Carla back there, in case you don't know Carla. And get this theme. The theme is Why Tinkerbell Quit Anger Management. I mean, that is a great theme. So there's flyers out here if you want to hear more or see more about that. So that's Thursday, September 26th. And the next Sound Healers Collective event is on Friday, September 27th at 7 o'clock. Join our collective of regional sound practitioners for an extra special evening of healing vibrations, clearing, relaxation, and restoration. A $15 suggested donation, please. The sign-up sheet for Keys in the Kingdom, or Keys to the Kingdom, is out in the foyer, and an information sheet. Remember, as Jay said, the class begins on Saturday, September 28th at 2 o'clock. Please save the date for Saturday, October 12th for our annual fall meditation retreat with Phil Roger at the Light Center in Baldwin. More information is coming next week. And join us next Sunday when Reverend Diana Kennedy will bring us the message, The Butterfly Experience, an upward spiral of conscious evolution, and special music with Star Sister Revival. Ooh, can't wait for that. All right, let's rise together and sing the peace song.